Hi, I'm Katie Siskind. I own Wisdom Within Counseling and Coaching. You can learn more about how we can help you recover from narcissistic abuse and emotional trauma at wisdomwithinct.com. That's wisdomwithinct.com. In this video, I'm going to talk about gaslighting. So, a lot of times when you are a child of a narcissistic parent, they've been gaslighting you. You may not know this vocab word, but we're going to talk about it today. So, gaslighting is when a narcissistic parent makes you feel like you are crazy, that your parent may be lying to you, have chronic lying problems, and then flip the entire situation around on you, making you doubt your reality. So, you're maybe coming to your parents saying, hey, what was going on? You were lying, you know. Why were you lying to me about this? And your parent says, oh no, I wasn't lying, or minimizes their lying, like, oh, it wasn't that bad, or other people do it worse than me, or even tell you that, oh, well, you were lying about this. So your parent really never emotionally validates your experience. And when you have a parent that is narcissistic, they may be, cheating on your other parent and, lying to the whole family, or stealing money, or not paying bills, and kind of putting on this front like, oh yeah, I have everything together to the outside public eye. And your parent may be very charismatic and socially appropriate, to their friends, but at home they're a totally different type of person. So if you're a child of a narcissistic parent, you may have memories of your parent acting one way in public, and making everyone in public think that they're this great person, but then being emotionally abusive to you as a child back at home. So behind closed doors, a narcissistic parent is highly critical, makes you feel like you're never good enough, makes you feel like you're walking on eggshells as a child. As a child, you may have avoided being home as much as possible. You may have tried to spend time at your friends' houses in order to avoid your narcissistic parent because home didn't feel like a safe place. A lot of people who have narcissistic parents report that, home was very chaotic. There was never a sense of emotional safety or emotional stability at home growing up. And when you have a narcissistic parent, it's never your fault when they are disrespectful to you, when they're calling you mean names, when they're yelling at you or screaming at you, or being domestically violent. It's never your fault, but it does mean that you need coping strategies and positive tools to deal with the trauma symptoms that you're experiencing. And at Wisdom Within Counseling and Coaching, we offer a holistic, somatic, and mind-body approach to recovering from narcissistic abuse and emotional trauma. So you may have headaches, stomach aches, backaches, these body symptoms after experiencing childhood trauma. And so we offer art, yoga, music, meditation, and even outdoor walking therapies in nature to support you in having outlets for those intense emotions. You may also have experienced guilt tripping from your narcissistic parent and carry undue guilt. And so to be able to release that guilt and release the sadness, and really, you may have anger towards your narcissistic parent. They may know how to get right under your skin and say some really hurtful things that make you feel like you've been kicked in the stomach. And so you may have anger and rage towards your parent. And so we can help you have outlets and strategies to release those intense emotions associated with emotional abuse and trauma. And you can talk about what type of relationship and what boundaries you want to have with your narcissistic parent, because you may have children and your narcissistic parent may be a grandparent, and figuring out those boundaries can be a part of your counseling and coaching experience. It's also important to know that when you've had narcissistic parents, you're more likely or more susceptible to fall victim to a narcissistic romantic partner. So someone who's self-centered, highly critical, kind of makes you want to socially withdraw, may even tell you, kind of isolate you socially, or tell you that your friends aren't good for you, or all of these kind of narcissistic qualities, and guilt trip you as well. So when you've grown up with emotional abuse, it may be more familiar or normal, and so you may end up in a romantic relationship in adulthood with someone who has those same qualities as your abusive parent. So we can kind of help you develop strategies to perceive relationship red flags and recognize narcissistic abuse so that you don't fall victim to it again. And you can rebuild self-worth and self-esteem and regain a sense of confidence in your identity after you've been a victim of narcissistic abuse, whether to a parent or a romantic partner, or both. So at Wisdom Within Counseling and Coaching, we would love to help you recover after you've been in a relationship with someone who has narcissism, and really develop some strategies to cope with trauma symptoms in a healthy and positive way. So you can book your free phone consultation at wisdomwithinct.com. That's wisdomwithinct.com. We have a US phone number. You can also give us a call at 860-451-9364. That's 860-451-9364. I'm Katie Siskind, the owner of Wisdom Within Counseling and Coaching, and we would love to help you recover confidently after narcissistic abuse.